What is up, YouTube? My name is Dan, and welcome back to the Insomniac Yacht Club. You find me here on Fae Valley, where we left off last episode, and today we're going to be headed into the Firefly Grotto and see where we can go from there. But for the moment, let's go ahead, get on board, and start making our way to the grotto. Put in the bow mooring line and the aft mooring line. Give the boat a little bit of a shove. Go ahead and get on board. Get our wheel locked in place. And how's the wind looking? Oh, the wind's looking pretty good for us. So we're gonna shift down that one. There we go. And then let's do this one too. Come on, down you go. There you go. Then we'll go ahead and get you down. Very good, very nice. And we'll go ahead. Oh, we hit the rock. That is not ideal. Alright. Out you go. Go on. There you go. Alright, now we're actually underway. Oh, maybe not still. Oh, I see. This doesn't look like it's out far enough to affect us, but I guess it is. I will have to remember that for the next time we come here. Because that will be very good to know. So that way we don't beach it like we did in the earlier episode. 2 episodes ago, I think it was at this point, that we ended up beaching it because of a game glitch. Ah, well, who cares? The point is that we're currently underway again. Another day of adventure upon the seas. Now, the Firefly Grotto, I don't really know how it works. I have a strange feeling we need to go in there. Because if we look at our missions, where we need to go is inside of the island, which is kind of strange. So we'll see if we can shoot that gap, I guess. It's the only entrance that I can see from here. We might get stuck. I have not watched. I've been trying to keep my eyes away from spoilers for the Aestrin update. But I have seen some images that said that it's inside the island, but I don't know how we get inside the island. So I'm hoping it's just a matter of going in the way that we're going and seeing if we can figure it out from there. We may not be able to. But then again, we might be able to. But time will tell, I guess. And it doesn't look too far away, so I don't think time's going to be telling too far away from now. But yeah, I see a break in the rocks there, so I guess we'll head in there and see what happens. Got some nice vegetation up top there, and yeah, see what we can do. Well, while we're underway here, let me walk you through what we've got on the boat. We have a couple of missions. We got olive oil, we got wool, we got cider, apples, and mail, and then we also took a couple of trade goods. For example, we have a couple extra barrels of cider, we have a whole bunch of extra boxes of apples, and then I believe that's everything. And the olive oil is up front there, which is really tiny. There's basically, imagine a barrel like this, but about like 10% of the size. You'll see what I mean when we get to the grotto. But it appears to be a nice day on the water for us, so I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, that entrance over there is looking mighty important for our jib in a little bit. It appears to just be kind of doing whatever it wants, which is not good for us. Means we're losing a lot of our steering capabilities. Granted, it's behind the sail, so it's not really doing too much at the moment. I'm excited to get back to Fort Aestrin because we're going to put on a longer bowsprit, and we'll probably upgrade from a small-sized jib to a large-sized jib. And then depending on how everything goes, we might look into a couple other modifications with the sails. I do kind of want to keep them as the lateen sails for now, but I definitely want to get some color on these guys. And then I want one of the, I forget what they're called, square sails that go out front on the bow here. And that may be this episode, that may be next episode. We'll find out as the time progresses. Well, I guess we're going in there. I don't really know what else we can do. I guess we'll cut around that rock over to the left side, and then we'll run in through that trail. We also need to see what the winds are going to do to us in that area. Also, it's interesting. I feel like I see a current. Of course, I could be, my mind's just playing tricks on me. That's also a possibility. Alright, how is the wind looking in this little channel? Not ideal, but it's not bad. I do like the look of this island already. And we'll, as soon as we finish dropping everything off, we'll go ahead and explore the island like we have for the last couple. And see what we can find. And then in terms of what we do in the series, I'm thinking maybe we'll do another loop of the Aestrin region and then head on down to Happy Bay and then down to the Emerald Archipelago. I don't want to switch to another ship just yet, because I do kind of want to do the three major archipelago circumnavigation in the sandbook here. And then I'm thinking, potentially when we make it back up to... What we might do is we might do a poll on YouTube. Probably just do a straw poll or something to see which big boat we buy next. Because I've never used the big boat from the Emerald Archipelago region. I've used the brig once, and I've used the sandbuck many a time. I love this boat personally. However, this is the first time I've kept it with the lateen sails, which is why I've really been enjoying using those. So, cutting it a little close to the rock here. Cutting it a little close. That's okay. And then, do we go in there? I mean, even if that's not where we're supposed to go, we're gonna go in there because it looks interesting. So, we need to drink some water, so we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, we don't have any water here. Not ideal. Go ahead and grab a barrel from down below. Pop you over here. And fill her up. Do a little bit of steering, maybe. That might be useful. Alright, so I feel like I see a building in there. So maybe this is where we're supposed to go. Oh yeah, look at that. That is indeed a couple of buildings in there. Now whether that's where we're supposed to go or not is... I guess we'll find out. How's the wind looking? Straight on. In which case we'll go ahead and pull the sails tight again. Scrub as much usable wind out of the sky as we can. Because I don't know what's going to happen when we get inside here. Because if it's in like a cave, there might not be wind. But if it's like open top, then who knows which way the wind's going to be facing. And worst comes to worst, we can always get out and push. But hopefully we won't have to do that. Oh, what is that going on over here? That was like a crane. It's like a loading crane. Oh, I think that's the dock. Oh, this is going to be fun to explore. I'm looking forward to this one. Can we see daylight up top? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, hello. That building looks hella cool. And where's our buildings? Oh, there's one. But where is the trade office? I don't really know. I do not know in the slightest. But I think what we'll do is we'll see if we can come this way, I guess? How is the wind in here? The wind in here is... unknown. Oh, there's an exit over there, too. Interesting. Is there wind in here? Oh, there is wind in here. I don't know if we can use the wind that's in here, but there is wind in here. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and bring you out there. And pull you tight down here. You are still moving forwards. Is that an exit over there, do we think? I don't know. That looks like an exit. We definitely came from an exit. Alright, well. Can we do a spin around, or did we save it too late for that? It's possible we did save it too late for that. We absolutely saved it too late. We waited too long before we were able to execute the full turn. That's kind of okay, actually. This isn't too bad. We'll just give it a shove and figure it out. Go ahead and pull you up. We're going backwards a little bit, which isn't ideal. Let's see here. Actually, what we can do is if we take you... Ow! I fell off into the ocean. We pop you there, and then reel you in. Oh, that did not work as intended. Oh, you know why? Because I forgot a crucial part of the plan, which was to steer the wheel all the way to the left. Yeah, that may have worked a little bit better, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, shove you out that way, you know. Actually, you know what we can do? Probably just bring you right here. And then we'll just pull the back of the boat around. Should be easy enough to do. We'll tie off down over there. I'm also interested to see how the lighting works in here. Like if it gets dark earlier than when it's like dark outside, you know? Oh, they do have like I was gonna say like a vent for a ceiling, but I don't know. But there is like some sky in here. What I'm excited to give this place a look through. Come on, in you come. And then what we'll probably do is we'll go ahead and get the boat entirely emptied out. Make all of our money. And then we'll go ahead, find the inn, sleep the night, and then we'll continue the exploration in the morning. I think that'll be the plan of attack for us. Alright, do you have the cart for me? You do have the cart. Incredible. Alright, so we need you, and also you. Basically, all of this. Oh, not enough money. Oh, I forgot about this. It costs money to take things in the cart. Alright, well, we could drop the things that we have in our pockets currently off, and then we can use the money that we made from that to pick up everything else. Alright, that should be enough in order to pick stuff up. So we'll go ahead and do that. I hit the wrong button. Okay, it's fine. Not enough money, we ran out of money again. Boom. We'll go ahead and drop everything else off, and we'll go ahead and pick up everything else. Mail, apples, apples, mail, apples, wool. should be enough to pick up everything else that we have on the boat. And we can eat some dinner and go find the... Actually, no, we won't eat dinner because we can just get food at the end. Boom, boom. Why can't we pick this up? We have the money for it. Alright, whatever. And these are the little olive oil barrels. Look at them. They're just like a tiny version of the big barrels. I love those things. They're so tiny. Alright, let's go drop everything off. Get paid. And then I'll rejoin with you guys in the morning. Olive oil, oil. Alright, and then everything else we just drop down here. Boom. 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 We have a barrel of cider. We have some apples. Wool. These are all the things that we just have for just like straight trading. So we had a whole bunch of missions and we had a whole bunch of trading going on today. So our pocketbooks should be looking pretty okay. And then we have cider. We have apples. We have wool. Wool. No. Do we have anything else out here? No, we do not. Alright. So we'll go ahead and grab our receipt. And then how did we do for trades here? Boom, trade receipts. We spent 2,800 coins and we made 3,000. So I guess we only made 2,000 or 200 coins. And I think we probably used most of those 200 coins by putting stuff in the cart, which is kind of the only downside of the cart, honestly. Alright, you can have your cart back. And YouTube, my friends, I will rejoin you in the morning. YouTube, welcome back. Good morning. And well, it's time to go out and explore. Also, I really want to say I really like the docks texture here. Something nice, something different. We've already seen the trading hut, so we won't go ahead and spend too much time there. We've got a merchant over here who's got firewood, a whole bunch of firewood, a couple of lamp hooks, got some lamp oil, some oil lamps, and a whole bunch of boxes of fishing hooks. Fair enough. Continue our exploration. We've got another stall over here. He's got some fish for sale, some beer, and some water. Really the essentials. What else do you need, you know? Alright, I think that looks interesting, but I think we'll go ahead and start over this way and make our way back over there. See what we can find. I really like this island. This is really cool. Oh, look at this. A little bit of a texture issue over there, but that's okay. I'm sure that'll be fixed soon. I like the planters too, all the benches. I know last time I said that, where were we? Fae Island? Fae something? That island looked like it was complete, but this island looks like it's really complete. Like, look at this, you got like a storage crane over here. And these are the large log bundles that you can take. Yeah, there's oh, it looks like you can kind of fall through the universe there, so we'll try not to do that. Well, what we will try to do is we're going to try to climb the ladder. Oh, we can actually. It doesn't work if you press W while doing it. You have to jump and then press W and then you can climb. Whereas like when you're scaling the mountains, you hold W and then like go forward. Oh, they're like digging out. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is really cool. Damn, I would want to have my house under one of these stalactites though. Are they stalactites or stalagmites? I don't know. But when I do know, in the edit, I'll put it right in the center of the screen or something. And these are... Thank you, later me. But for the moment... Oh, look at this. It's got like a rotating bit too. Oh, so people stand down here and push it side to side. Interesting, interesting. I don't know how you get up top to operate it, but, you know, I guess that's not an us problem, really. Ooh, no! Okay, well, let's Let's climb the ladder again. Boom. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. Alright, we're back. But yeah, this is absolutely screenshot opportunity. Like, look at this place. So in 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. And you've got our boat in the background too. Look at this. Also, oh, they're like mining the rock here. I wonder if they're using stuff from in there to build the town. Like, look at those textures. Those textures look really cool. I'm sorry, that was ADHD. AF, but still. Also, we got a nice little canal over there. I'm really excited to explore that area. I'm kind of glad we came over this way first, because I want to see where this tunnel takes us. Maybe it doesn't take us anywhere, but maybe it does. Who knows? There's only one way to find out, though, so find out we shall do. It does get kind of cramped in here, I'm not gonna lie. And the way the textures look, they're kind of... Oh, it just kind of stops. Alright, fair enough. Maybe they're gonna... What would be really cool to see is if, as future updates come, like this maybe goes further and further through the mountain. Maybe just give you like a nice like vista lookout over the ocean on the other side of the mountain there. That could be really cool. Or if it goes all the way up top, that would be really cool as well. But even if it's just like little bits of progress with each game update, that would be kind of neat. Alright, well, I guess the best way to get down there is to get down here. And we'll check out this little plaza area here. Like, yeah, look at this. We got another market store. We've got a whole bunch of breads. 3 different kinds of bread. Alright, cool guy. Got some more fruits and veggies. Very nice. Some cheese grommet. And then this is the inn where we stayed the night last night. And then they also have a whole bunch of things that you can drink. You've got wine, you've got beer. Now the cave mushrooms, this is the first time I've actually seen the cave mushrooms outside of like just a box of cave mushrooms. I wonder if the cave mushrooms like grow here. Like maybe that's what that cave is for. Like maybe that's the mushrooms grow in the cave. This is really nice. I like this. It's like a nice little pond swimming area, I guess, for the town. With really nice planters and everything. Yeah, this island is really nice. Oh, little canals too. I love me a canal personally. You do kind of have to step over them a little bit. I guess not over there. There's stepping stones, but it would be interesting if there was like little bridges, you know. Are they deep? Oh, they are kind of deep, actually. Oh, look at this. Okay, maybe don't look too closely at this. That's kind of neat. Oh! It kind of continues underneath. I wonder if this is like a... Oh, well, I guess if it's a sewer system, maybe we shouldn't be playing in it. But I wonder how far that goes. Can we find out? Well, we kind of can, actually. Oh, well, where it goes is inside the walls. Maybe don't go there. But it is kind of neat that you can actually stuff down here. Also, there is water there. The texture just doesn't extend, I guess. Oh, look at these stairs, too. Really stepping up their game with the way the islands are looking. And I'm very much a fan of that. Oh yeah, we got some more buildings up here. But like that area where we were down there in the sewer, that would be like the perfect place to hide one of those like signal flags that I was talking about last episode. Also, this seems kind of dangerous. Like, there's a fence there. You may as well continue it, you know? Oh, this is the one that's not a stalactite or mite. This is the one that goes up instead of down. And we've got another building over here. And the church looks... Church? Thing? Place of worship? I don't know. It looks a bit plastic at the moment, I'm not gonna lie, which is kind of disappointing. Because I feel like something, especially like this, with it so big, would have like, be more designed as like a center point, or like a centerpiece, you know what I mean? But it seems very unfinished at the current moment. Also, there's an area down there that could be kind of interesting. Like if this, even if this was just like a hollow shell of a building, I'd like to be able to go in there and maybe like look around in the back here. Because as much as I want to go down there and see what's back there, I don't know if we'd be able to make it back out. So maybe we don't do that? But also at the same time, like... maybe we can... Let me see if I can Skyrim away to figure something out here. Oh, yep, that'll work, that'll work. Oh, this... Climbing this looks like the ladder. Oh, maybe not. Yes? Oh, the hitbox is just... Well, I don't think people are supposed to be up here anyways, but still. The hitbox is a bit... extended, shall we say. Well, it just kind of ends back here. Alright, well, fair enough. I don't know if this is more... I think this, personally, I think this looks better than Fae Valley. But I think this has... I feel like this island, Firefly Grotto, has more potential for, like, decoration and things to find. Because, like, I mean, it's inside of a mountain, you know? Like, I feel like there's so many potential things that you could do with this place. But, like, at the moment, like, it's a very good start. I still think they should add a fence here, because... Ow! That's painful, you know what I mean? Also, maybe fix the texture. Because the textures are a little... They're trying, you know? But, like, I don't think that they take away from the experience of this island. Is there anything up there? Hold on. YouTube, you won't have to worry about this. I'll just cut. But us here on Twitch, I didn't think I went over to that area. And I kind of want to see what's over there. Is there anything over here? Yeah, like these little archways. What are these? Oh, somebody's just got like a private drive. Oh, they got like a pool back here. Well, they had a pool back here. Currently, they just have like a rock lounge, you know? Like, 2 dudes sitting in a rock lounge, 5 feet apart, you know? I mean, it's fancy AF. Look at this thing. Like, you've got arches. I don't know. Maybe this is part of the textures that are missing, so maybe it's just like an issue that they currently have, but... Alright. There's nothing else over here, I guess. We'll see if there's anything behind this wall here. Wait. I also should have seen if there was a way to get out of here. Oh, well. I mean, there's always a way to get out of here. If we just Skyrim our way around. Oh. I always like these houses that go into the cliffside. Like, I know it looks kind of weird, but I like to imagine that the house continues inside of the cliff face, you know? Alright, yeah, I really like this island. This is a good island. For the moment, unfortunately, we do have to see where we're going next. Because after all, at the end of the day, we are in fact profiteers. Alright, so I think the next location we go to, because we're currently in Firefly Grotto out there, I think we either go for either Sunspire or down to Fort Aestrin. You know what, let's go to Sunspire and then we can hit Mount Malefic and then we'll hit Sunspire and then Mount Malefic to Fort Aestrin again? I don't know, we'll find out. But for the moment, let's go ahead and look for missions and trades to Sunspire. Because we haven't been there yet. Where, to be fair, we have been to Fort Aestrin. Alright, first things first. Damn, 240 crowns, but it's only... Sorry, 1,900 pounds, but it's only 240 crowns. That's not that good, actually. Is there anything to Sunspire? Anything at all? Mail. Of course there's mail. Anything else? Really? Good trades to Sunspire? This place doesn't seem like it has a lot, which is kind of unfortunate. There's not too much here, actually. We could do Northfish, but 20 profit on 200 coins is kind of nothing. So maybe we don't do that. Oh, the cave mushrooms, though. Hold on. the Sunspire. 312. Alright, fair enough. You've piqued my interest. Oh, there's only 5 of them for sale though. How many can we buy? They're 500 a pop. We can buy. We could buy more than 5. Wool. Wool's 12 profit. That ain't nothing. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I guess that does kind of make sense. The city's in a mountain. They would have like mining goods. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. But we could only take like 3 of those. That's not necessarily a bad thing though, because we will make a whole bunch of money on that. Hey, what's up, Hit? How you doing, homie? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're currently looking for... I think my mic volume is low. Oh, that is a possibility. Let me... Let's do a little bit of that. That a little bit better? I hope that's better. I think that's okay. Better? Okay, sick. Well, in that case, YouTube, if this is the first time you're hearing me this episode, nah, don't worry, I'll do something with the audio so that way it gets bumped up. But we're here, we're vibing, we're looking for some trades. So currently, copper is our leading trade, but we can only buy. Oh no, we can buy 3 of those. Yeah, we could buy 3. No, because 3 would make that one. Nope, it's 25, not 50. We'll be fine. Excuse me, 1 second. Sorry about that, allergies are hitting. We could buy iron. Iron, we could only buy 2 of. Could we buy 2 of those? No, we can only buy 1 of the irons. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sulfur. We could buy 3 sulfur. Nope, 2 sulfur. But the trade isn't as good as profits as it is for copper, so maybe we don't buy sulfur. Marble. Marble is surprisingly expensive. So maybe we don't buy marble. But look at those profits, though. Holy. Silver. Yeah, okay. Nope, we're not affording that. Oh, look how much we could sell it for, though, at Aestrin Abbey. Oh, 3,800 profit alone. Alright, we've got to remember that trade, then. Because that could be big shmoney moves later in the playthrough. Gems. Let's see here. What do we got for gems? 12,000, 1,300 coins near enough. Nope, sorry, 13,000 coins near enough. For only 200 profit. Yeah, okay, bud. But this is actually really good to know. So, if this is the place where we get silver, what does this look like if we were to go outside of the region with it? It's not great, actually, which is kind of disappointing. But that's okay. Fort Aestrin is really low. I can't believe the amount of profit to Aestrin Abbey with the silver. If only we could afford it. Oh well. I think copper is our best bet, so we'll go ahead and buy 3 copper. Grab a receipt. A receipt. And then we're looking for Sunspire. I just did that. Mail to Sunspire. Anything else to Sunspire? Nope, fair enough. Alright. Alright, well. In that case, I'm not even going to use the cart to load everything up, because, well, we've only got like 4 separate things, so there's really no point to waste the amount of time to use the cart. And honestly, with how much everything costs, the cart would be kind of expensive, so we'll just load it up manually, I think. And then, for you on YouTube, you're probably not even listening to me, because I'll probably have cut most of this out. But for us here on Twitch, we're gonna be loading copper. Actually, I should probably separate those a little bit, just for center balance sake. And we'll probably put the 3rd one right back here. So that way we can keep our center of gravity in a proper location. Alright, copper. Gotta pick up our copper. Pop it down below. You probably pop you right about there, and then we'll just chuck the mail on top of the middle one, why not? And you've been good to us, Firefly Grotto. I've definitely enjoyed my time here. 2 days to get to Sunspire. I think that's fine. That may not be fine, but who's to tell? This is the first time we've been to this location, so... Go ahead and turn that lamp off. Honestly, with the amount of time that took, YouTube, you're probably still with me, so I'm not even gonna welcome you back. Alright, well, we can pop you out there. I'm surprised with the amount of bundles of logs that are here, this place doesn't even take logs. Alright, hold on. I want to check something real quick. Does this place buy logs? Yes. For quite a huge profit, actually. That's also really good to keep in mind. But these bundles are heavy. 1,800 pounds for the... Oh, we've done the thing. There we go. 1,800 pounds for that bundle of logs. And they are... I believe they are this size, actually. So you have to be very careful when you take them. Whether you can actually, like, fit them on your boat. I know they definitely fit in the brig, and they do fit on the sandbook with some finagling, but it is possible, so... Alright, but in order to get out of here, we need to take this out. And how's the wind looking? The wind's pointing that way. We can work with that. Go ahead and let you out a little bit. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that, because we're gonna be headed out that way, I believe. Do we take a gamble that there's an exit over there? Maybe we don't take a gamble that there's an exit over there. Let's see here. There we go. Hey, what's up, Coco? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, let's go ahead and push the boat that away. I missed the boat. There we go. We're on. We're on. We're good. We're good. We're good. I don't see an exit that way, unfortunately, so I guess we'll just head out that way. Boom. You brought a bot in with you. That's okay. Oh, I thought I banned that guy. Did it not click the ban? Yeah. Nope. Are you banned or not? I can't tell. There we go. Why did you take 3 clicks to ban? Alright, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Sorry, YouTube. We had another one of our shilling bots trying to sell me viewers. Why do I need to buy viewers when I have my lovely viewers right here? Phew, almost removed the space. Oh, you can't be removing the space. You're in Wales. The country, right? Like, you haven't been Jona'd. Just gotta make sure. But how's Wales treating you there, Coco? Well, oh no. Oh no. There's a story with that one if ever I've expected it. Wimdy? Oh, it's big fair. That is big fair. There's it looks like there's a big storm system going on over Europe the last time I checked international weather. So I couldn't imagine you're maybe a little bit windy. I could see so. And our exit from the Firefish Lagoon here is very, very kind of simple. So I guess we'll just kind of vibe out here. And we've got some speed on us at the moment. We're kind of zooming. How's the wind looking though? Well, the wind's kind of pointed that way. If the wind's pointed that way, we could do a little bit of this. We could do a little bit of that. And that should give us a bit more speed. Boom. And then, so the one thing that we do have to keep in mind is that we're coming out of that like V shape of Firefly Grotto and we want to get down to Sunspire. So technically we are currently going the opposite direction of where we need to go, but we'll figure it out. We'll be fine. Tried hot honey yesterday. It was pretty good. Oh, nice. I love me some hot honey personally. There's a place near me that does a hot honey barbecue chicken pizza that is so good. It uses the hot honey and the barbecue sauce both as like a rub for the chicken, as well as like part of the sauce instead of like a red sauce. Ooh, fantastic. You mix that with a little bit of hot oil and oh boy, that is some good eats right there. Oh, you know what though? if you're thinking what I'm thinking screenshot opportunity in 3, 2, 1. Incredible. Also, I don't know if you guys know this on YouTube, but I've been hiding a little camera, like an image of like a little emoji camera every time I take a screenshot. So every time you hear the screenshot noise, you can pause the video and look for the little camera frame that's in there somewhere. And I think it's only like there for 0.2 of a second, so happy hunting if you'd like. And then just remember that if, while you're watching on YouTube, if you're on a desktop, you can use the comma and the period key in order to search the video frame by frame. So if you want to spot the cameras, that's a good way to do it. I don't even know if people know that, so. Is there mermaids in this? There is not mermaids in this. There is a mod to add sea life to the game, but we're playing vanilla at the current moment. There's been a lot of updates coming out thick and thin recently, so I don't want to not be able to play the game while we're recording our series. Granted, that being said, the mod makers are really good at keeping everything up to date, so. And it's not like I'm not saying that they're not, so like it's on them that I don't want to do it. I want to do a vanilla playthrough at least for the first time that we do it on the channel. I feel like later we'll probably do some modded stuff, but for the moment I just kind of want to experience the game vanilla. Did my buh get in? I think so. The Twitch chat is always on screen, so it gets added to the recording with everything else. Is there a scuba cat in this? Not yet. I'm sure that it's possible that a scuba cat could be added, but as of the current moment, there is no scuba cat. They should add mermaids and scuba cat? That could be very interesting. I don't know, would scuba cat be underwater? Or would he just kind of like be chilling? It's probably out there somewhere? Alright, that's fair. Well, the wind is shifting on us a little bit again. Is it going straight out? How are we looking? Oh, we're looking kind of snazzy for the wind, actually. We'll go ahead and let these guys out. And get some speed on us. No, he's probably out there somewhere. The ocean is big. That is true. And there are a couple of secrets in the game that we've yet to find. So we might find Scuba Cat at some point. In fact, he's right about there. And if I remember in the edit, there's going to be a picture of the Scuba Cat right there. Now, if I remember is a very strong question. But I also watched through the entire video when I'm editing, so I can edit out the swears. Because I still don't know if YouTube cares about that. So I edit out the F-bombs and leave everything else in. So I will have listened to that. So hopefully there's a scuba cat right there. And there he is again. Oh, he's gone again. But if I zoom in, oh yeah, he's right there. I'm creating way too much work for myself for later. So maybe we don't look for scuba cat anymore. At least not for now. I believe that's where we're going. So we'll go ahead and turn the bow of the boat that way. And then I want to come in from this side and kind of go on this side. Because the dock is on the other side of the island from where we're currently looking. Boom, there we go. We're actually kind of zooming a little bit. How's the wind looking? The wind is needing some assistance, shall we say. It's a bit droopy at the moment. They've got pills for that wind. They've got pills for that. In fact, they've got an extends cat for that, which I believe is an emote that we have. I think so, right? Extends cat, yeah, look at that guy. For those of you who can't see, he's because he's really tiny in the corner. If a box of extends were to be a cat, so. But you know, maybe that would help with the wind, getting the wind up a little bit. Because at the moment it's a bit droopy. But that's okay. But it has shifted a little bit, so we can pull the sails back so we can scrub more speed out of the wind. Probably right about to there, I'd say. Maybe that. That should be fine. That should be good, very nice. But yeah, we're doing well. So YouTube, I guess we'll link back up with you once we get closer. Do you think them stars war? I like to imagine that they have peaceful resolutions. Their battles are fought with pen and paper than anything else. At least that's what I like to think. 15%. Oh, we're gonna need a new candle here soon. Oh, you did us well, little sail. You've done us well. Boom. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Now, here's the question as to whether or not Michael Bubble will copyright that 3 words of a song. YouTube do be a cruel mistress sometimes. And then we'll go ahead and pop you down. Bam! There we go. And then the dock that we're looking for is right over there a bit. And then that over there is Mount Malefic, which is a volcano. And depending on how we're looking for the episode, we're currently at an hour's time uptime for the stream. And I started the episode probably like 5 or 6 minutes in. And probably like 15 or so minutes will be cut out of the episode. Oh, maybe not, because we didn't have that much loading actually. I don't know. So I guess the episode might actually... No, because we did cut out, like 5 minutes or so from... Either way, YouTube, it doesn't matter. Basically what I'm saying is we may or may not visit Mount Malefic today, is what all of that was leading up to. Saw a funny skit that Michael Bubble didn't know. I can't believe Michael Bubble didn't know. How do you not know, Michael Bubble? How do you not know? It's okay. He lives in his own bubble. I abuse myself sometimes. But we're getting close. And we technically could have made it through that little gap, but in the middle of the night and on a single sail and doing it while sleeping, I don't think that would have been a good idea for us. Also, the wind is still kind of drooping a bit, but we're doing alright. It's raining. Oh, is it raining down in Wales at the moment? I always love me a good rainy spring day. It just kind of hits different, because it's like the first rains of the year where you get that like rain smell, you know? Because it's like things are starting to like bloom and everything, so you can get that like proper rain smell. Also, it's not like freezing cold rain, because like winter rain always just sucks, just because it's like always just like cold. But it's not cold enough to snow, but like the rain itself feels really cold. We're doing well, we're doing well. Oh, is that an AI friend? It is an AI friend. We haven't seen one of these for a while. Welcome back, friend. I hope you're doing well. I don't know where he's going. Mount Malefic, I guess, but I don't know. Alright, we're gonna need to start our turn because the dock is kind of on that side of things. And then honestly, oh, the cloud is... maybe that's not clouds. I think it is actually. The mountain's in the clouds. I feel like that's kind of the first time I've seen that. Oh, maybe it's just a texture thing, because as we got closer to this way, the cloud has disappeared, as has the... well, alright, never mind. But we're going over this way. Are you... I think you're not going there, so we should be fine. But we'll go ahead and do a little bit of exploring once we find the island here. Let's go ahead and start our turn. And then a lot of the times the wind comes directly from, like, that way to that way, right? So when you're first starting in this region, in the cog, that boat that we looked at last episode, sometimes it's very difficult to get from Sunspire back to Port Aestrin over there, because a lot of the times you're running against the wind, which is relatively difficult with a square sail. You just gotta do a lot of tacking. Granted, the cog does come with a jib, so you can go straight with the jib, but it just kind of slows everything down. Thankfully, though, we have lateen sails, which are really good upwind, so we really won't have that issue. Also, we have a big boat, which just means that we've got more sail area anyways, which is always nice. Alright, let's go ahead and continue our approach here. How's the wind looking? Directly in front of us. Fair enough. In that case, we'll go ahead and let you out a little bit. Pull us along, jib sail. To victory we shall go. To victory we shall go. And we'll pop you out a half turn, and we'll pop you out a half turn. Just to use a little bit more of that wind. Alright, let's see here. We're getting closer, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. Now this island is not part of the new update. This island is one of the base islands that were in the game, so... It's a little bit more basic than a couple of the other islands we've visited recently, but that's not to say that there's anything wrong with it. It's just a nice little settlement, you know? Just a nice little town. But there's not too much in the way of, like... I was gonna say there's not too much in the way of substance to the island, but the island is... It does what it needs to do. Right? Like, the new islands having more and more decoration on them, that's just because they're due. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure at some point these islands will get the love that they deserve, but... Again, the game is very early access, and it's made by one person, so... I'm very okay with the island being functional and decorated instead of being, like, fully decorated already. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather them add more places to go to than just, like, decorate the islands that already exist for now. And again, I'm pretty sure that there will be an update to these islands eventually, so I'm not too concerned about it. And honestly, it's just kind of nice to experience these islands the way that they were originally before it does get updated eventually. It's just nice to have that, like, record, you know what I mean? Because eventually we'll be able to be like, this is what it used to look like, and this is what it looks like now! You know what I mean? And that'll be kind of fun, so... Well, we've got some interesting rocks here. My first thought was a Viking rock boat, but I don't really think that this is a Viking kind of area, so... Or ground boats, I think they're called, maybe? Oh, are these rotten? That one definitely is. Nope, don't eat it. Back to the ocean you go, fish. Alright, we'll eat these though. Also, I should probably steer or something. That could be useful. Alright, we'll do you like that. We'll pull you in. We'll grab you. We'll walk over here. And then we'll probably tie off over here, I guess. Come on. Up you come. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a little bit further, if you please. A little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. Yeah, almost, almost, almost. And good enough, thank you. And we'll grab you and do the same. We can go ahead and put our sails back up. Ba-bum. There we go, there's that one. We'll pull you taut. There we go. And we'll do the same to you. Boom. Ads, that's true, there is currently ads. The ads should be over soon though. And then you'll have an hour without ads, which is always fun. I'm still trying to figure out if there's a way that I can set it so that way they only happen like once every like 120 minutes or something. But I don't know if that's a possibility. So, all right, here we are at Siren Song, and we have our mail or Sunspire. Sorry, Siren Song is somewhere else. So we'll go ahead and drop off our mail. Give it the old Beyblade. Oh, look at you. You've got paintings. You're fancy. Okay, okay, cool guy. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, and then we also have our 3 boxes of copper down here, so we'll go ahead and grab these. And these are hopefully our big money trades of the day so far. Because the trades that we had to Firefly Grotto were kind of a bust. But, they were profitable. They were just a lot of trades for not a lot of profit, so... We didn't lose money, but we didn't really make too much. Alright, we'll go ahead and stack you up and grab our last box of copper and make us some money. And then, honestly, what we'll probably do is we need to kind of clean the boat, so we'll probably do that today as well. So what I'm thinking is we'll go ahead and drop off our copper. Boom, you copper. Copper! Oh, we did really well on those trades. We made almost 1,000 coins, I think? Oh! There we go. Let's see here. Trade receipts. We spent 3,100 coins and we made 4,400 coins. So we made 1,300 coins just on those 3 boxes of copper alone. You can stack carry, but you need to use the cart. And then the cart will give you a little pocket dimension. And then everything like on your boat will go into your little pocket dimension. And then you could just like click it really quick. However, every single thing costs money to put in the cart. And I believe it's 10% rounded. It's either 10% or 1% of the amount of the item rounded up to the nearest full number. So like with the copper, I think we would have spent like 10 coins per box. So when we only have like 3 boxes, it's not really worth it. But like when we have a whole bunch of boxes, that's definitely something you want to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and explore the island over here. See if we can find anything interesting. Let's see here. You sell... How much are those? 89 crowns for a barrel of water. I don't know if that's good or not, to be honest with you. You also got firewood for sale, some lamp oil, lamb chops, cheese, grommet, cheese. And is there anything else around this island? Now I see something like this and I'm immediately like secret entrance. However, I don't think it's a secret entrance as more as it is just like a shader issue with Unity. But I mean, Unity be Unity. This rock is, shall we say, not exactly the hardness of a rock. However, this is like Patrick Star Vision. You're inside of a rock, you know? Like, look at this. Got a nice building over here. Oh, what did you do to get the fancy wall background for your fish? Very nice, very good. Oh, this is kind of a cool fish, actually. It's hard to see with the sunlight there. Sunspot fish. Nice. I like those. Those look cool. And once again, unfortunately, you can't refill your water barrels at the wells, but that's one of the mods that you can do. That you can add if you want. You have beer and wine and more beer and wine for sale. Very nice. And you have a whole bunch of apples, bread, sausages, and cheese. Very good, very good, very good. We got some more over here. Oh, I think the flowers are new. These look kind of good. I bet the bitrate, or the compression, loves these. I can only imagine this looks fantastic on either of the video feeds. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the monitor right now and it is not good. Oh, what is this big chunkus of a spyglass? Holy, look at that zoom. Alright, hold on. Just for comparison's sake, this is the amount of zoom that we can get with our current spyglass. That is crazy. How much is this? 5,900 coins. This is insane. Look at this thing. Damn. Alright. So I guess we have things to look forward to down here on Sunspire. Sir, I believe there's a scroll currently chopping your arm. Are you aware of this? Also, I'm not going to get too close because I don't want to sell our spyglass. How much are they? It's 927. Yeah, we'd be losing 400 coins. So we're not going to sell our spyglass. I promise we'll be out of the flower field soon enough and you can have your bitrate back. I know the compression is not doing well with all those flowers. Oh, this is kind of nice. It's like a, I'd call it a tidal pool, but there's no tides in the game. Which would be a really cool feature, honestly. Like, if you were to come in and out of certain areas at certain times of the day, you'd have to deal with, like, tidal shoals and things like that. That would be kind of nice. That would be really cool. Maybe, do we climb a mountain? I mean, we could climb a mountain. I feel like if we were to climb a mountain, we should probably climb that mountain, though. Because we'd be able to get a better screenshot. So maybe we go ahead and try that. Oh yeah, the compression really does not like the vegetation in this game. Yep, because as soon as we get outside of the vegetation, the compression goes away completely. Oh well. The sacrifices we make in order to stream at quality. There's not really anything we can do for that either. It's just kind of the way it is. Because, like, it's the same on YouTube, it's the same on Twitch. It's just the standard compression algorithms really aren't fans of a whole bunch of really tiny objects at the same time. Oh, their little back garden looks really nice. It looks kind of dangerous, though. I can only imagine these rocks have fallen and not like, unrecently. Alright, YouTube, I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes smashing my spacebar, and I will be back with you shortly. Well, this is kind of a nice view, actually. So we'll go ahead and grab a screenshot here. Because this is kind of nice. This is really kind of nice. Yeah, we're gonna grab a screenshot. So in... there, I'd say. In 3, 2, 1. Incredible. Yeah, I really like this view. Now if we do... Does that... I don't know if that's nice. What if we come here? Then maybe we'll stand like here? This is kind of okay. Honestly, if we could make the roundels of the thing transparent, it would be kind of alright. But with that there, I don't like it too much. Alright, YouTube, we'll see you again shortly. Is there a good screenshot opportunity over here, maybe? Like, yes, but also, like, no. Again, another texture issue, but it really does look like a secret entrance. Boom. Alright, up we go, up we go, up we go. And there doesn't appear to be too much up here, unfortunately. So maybe this was a waste of time, but we got some good looking screenshots. Oh. Mount Malefic is out there in the background. Honestly, I know there's no like fall damage or even like a health bar in this game, but like looking down off this cliff just seems dangerous. But there's no fall damage. Ow. Alright. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, is there an inn on this island? Oh, there may not be an inn here. Alright, fair enough. Well, we'll go ahead and see if we've got any jumps to Mount Malefic. Oh, there's mail. Oh, we're not gonna say no to mail. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Nope, nothing else. Alright, cool. Alright, what do you have for sale? Northfish, wine, cheese, pork, medicine and goods, and that's pretty much it. Alright, well, fair enough. Northfish to Mount Malefic, which is right below, one below. Northfish is not profitable. Wine, not profitable. Cheese, not profitable. Pork? Is there anything that's profitable on this island? No, is the answer to that question. There's nothing profitable on this island to go to Mount Malefic. Is there anything profitable to Fort Aestrin? Because that's where we'd be going after Mount Malefic. Not pork. Not cheese. Not Northfish. Oh, wine is profitable by 1 coin. So this island is... this island is kind of a bust, honestly. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and grab our mail, put it on board, and I guess we'll head out to Mount Malefic. I'll tell you what I do want to do though, is I want this to be in my pocket so you guys can see. And we'll just stack these up down here, I guess. And then I think we might call the episode after we load up. Because I believe we're at 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I think we're only going to be cutting like 10-15 minutes or so. And I think the hour-long videos are more approachable than the hour and 45-minute long videos that we've done on occasion. And especially when the like the big journey between the regions and like the big ocean journey only ended up being cut down to like 2 hours, so now that we're doing like inner island hops, there's really no reason to make it too long. So is this? Oh, this is kind of a nice screenshot actually. So 3, 2, 1, incredible. But yeah. So YouTube, my friends, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and call it here. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Lads, lasses, these and nows. If you've made it this far, you may as well like, you may as well comment, you may as well subscribe. And I will see you next week. Peace, peace.